It's like, oh man, I'm not. He's like, no, I love this shit. It's great.
I love it. It's great.
And it's just like, Sturdy, you got to give us more than that. You have to emote. He's like, I'm high, dude. Look, this is the first emoting I've seen him do all fucking day.
After he put the pipe down.
I had to put it down to emote. I can't emote and hold the thing.
Let him introduce the show, Mick. Let him introduce the show, man. Go ahead, Sturd.
How's it going? How is everybody doing? Welcome to episode 23 of STURD Vision. We're here discussing New York Ninja. Diving into this shit. Oh, man. Oh,
it's a made-up fucking movie.
Holy fuck. Weird ass, mixed up, made up shit. But before we dive into this, before we ask the questions that you guys know I have, and before we dive into our ratings, Troy, I have a very, very, very important question to ask you.
Okay.
What were you going through in the 80s?
Wow. It's an age question.
Age?
How quickly did it take? How long did it take you to make Detective?
Well, right here.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Can you explain?
I mean, he's a dead ringer for you as a kid, dude. Come on.
I wish you would have told us you were in this movie.
Yeah,
Troy,
why didn't you tell us they starred you in this movie?
He has your voice and everything.
In this.
Yeah, it's funny that you guys say that because I was looking at the movie. I'm like, I hope they don't ask me some shit like this because I can see it happening. But you know, the 80s was a very, very wild time. You know, you could be 5 or 6 years old and look like you're like in your early 20s and get a starring role.
Smoking a pack of Newports and
well, you know that was a thing. You know, 5 or 6 years old. You know, I mean, it's usually around that time. That's when you get introduced to Newports and cool cigarettes and stuff. In my family, anyways. You know.
God.
Sturdy caught that while we were watching it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's like the picture you posted on Facebook, man." Like, I was like, "Holy shit!"
As soon as I heard someone mention it, I was like, "I gotta pull this in on the live. I have to have fun with this."
So, how old were you in that picture you posted on Facebook?
Which one? The one was like I was like really, really young. Oh,
I feel like you're like 16, maybe 15, 16?
Like 15 or 16, yeah.
Okay,
something like that. Yeah. You know, and then I got the role like 2 or 3 hours later after that picture as ironic.
Makes perfect sense.
He used it as his headshot.
It's awesome.
Did you have to bring your own wardrobe?
Yes. It was one of those type of roles. I mean, they just lined
this was definitely if you could tell by the way the New York Ninja was dressed in just like a bunch of different sheets,
like sweatpants and sheets and shit.
I'll give costumes a 0 in this movie. I'll give it.
It's kind of like whatever you wake up with. You know, that's you got your costume on, pal. You just woke up right into it. It's great.
The costumes are bad if the best thing about the costume is the 80s masks, which we all know and had, and they tore your face up, scratched the shit out of you. Horrible.
Yeah.
You barely breathe out of them. That was the best part of the costumes in these movies. And those masks are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good thing and stuff. This movie had such great acting in it to try and just keep us all, you know, entertained for that hour and a half because I mean, it was riveting. I mean, just the opening sequence and stuff. I mean, I know you guys watched.
She got killed with a fucking rubber knife, man. The knife was moving.
I was terrified because it was so realistic. I was like, no, I immediately I stopped everything.
If she has that bad of a rubber allergy, then she deserves to die.
She like rolled down the stairs.
Yeah, she was like,
See my rubber knife sticking out.
Well, she went so slowly, and the guy
dramatically.
He went so slowly and quietly. The guy had to lean over to see if she actually was still down there, and then threw it at her, and she's
hit her in the stomach.
Yes.
Right then and there, I knew he did martial arts. Right then and there, I knew it.
Like, we needed that because she was dead, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, she's dead. That's it. But you're gonna kill the baby?
Yeah, why throw the knife? Why throw the knife? right?
Like, it's
That
not
was
like
a show
she
you
can
knew martial
save
arts.
the baby. She's like 1 week pregnant. Calm down.
So
Yeah,
the thing that really took me off guard was at the end when they showed all the voices that did the dub work.
So who was the bad guy in this? The ninja took the kid. It was like, I'm your
didn't
dad
like-
now.
Was
Well,
that
see-
like? Did that kid have any parents, or was that kid just like of the streets?
He was one with the streets.
I'll have money for
See, I
you next
figured that.
time.
Yeah, I bet you he had
It was just
parents
So
somewhere.
it was just like getting kittens. You find a kitten on the street, you just bring it home and raise it. You don't talk to the parents.
Yep, teach it kung fu, and then
Yeah.
hey, that's what you got to do. But
And you have a gang of kung fu kids. That's right.
Sturdy's just driving around like, get in.
Firebird.
That-
Yeah.
that-
It's
that-
okay.
that-
I
that-
understand.
We teach you
that
martial
rust-
arts.
that
He's
rusted
like,
up
he's like,
18
it's not fucking weird.
that rusted up
Raise
18.
your right.
Come on into my van. I
Man.
got candy. I got
I'm gonna-
puppies. Whatever
I'm
you
gonna
need.
treat you like I would treat a kitten.
Yeah, there's no candy to speak of. It's like a Yankee candle, piss scented candle in the back just burning.
No, I'm not R. Kelly.
Oh, dang.
Before we
Well,
get too carried away, do you want to do our review?
He had a piss in a candle. So
No, wait a minute.
I could jump to him.
So you're saying you're puffy instead? No, never mind. Sorry. Ooh,
Neither. No. Neither one of those disgusting
Oh god,
creeps.
I don't know how I'm gonna get to bed tonight.
I'm gonna.
Start before we get carried away. You want to do the reviews or no?
Hey now.
Oh,
Man,
we're
look
getting real deep. We're talking about the film before we've even reviewed it.
That's true. We're talking about like 3 different films in one.
I mean,
Nick
really.
Fury.
So
It's
Mick,
literally like-
Which that is a weird thing with this film. This is like 3 different damn movies just kind of like thrown together, and somehow Troy's
It's
in the
like
mix.
watching Power Rangers. It's like, yeah.
let's throw Mick off then. Mick, rate
no.
each film in the
Yeah,
film.
all 3 films.
All right. So number 1, you have New York Ninja.
Yep.
I would rate that.
How many microphones?
So I would rate the whole movie a 4. Right
That's
now,
fair.
let's break it down. The other movies, like the New York Ninja part, I would probably rate most of the 4. But the alien head part
Where it got really weird, extra weird.
Yeah.
who the fuck knows what was going on, because he like ripped his face off, then he was back. And he
Oh,
had
Waxy?
Yeah, remember Waxy like ripped his face off and
Yeah,
then
he-
ran away with the girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
No, first, it was
everything
yeah.
about
He
this
pointed the
movie-
I
mirror
just said
at
that
him.
sentence.
everything
Yo, all
about
right,
this movie
I
is
have a
bonkers.
question. Did
Yeah.
he pay for her services and then kill her and melt candle wax on her?
We've been on for 8 minutes. I feel like we've been on for like 30.
Because we
What?
watched the movie first.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
talking about the romantic portion of the film, Sturdy?
Yeah, in the limousine.
Yes. I did not. That's pretty misplaced for me. But,
Yeah, that was pretty out of.
So
That was,
confused.
Mick, finish rating. Mick had it like.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know. It like
He gave it a 4.
yeah. Let's stick to
Just give it a 4.
And that's mostly the New York Ninja portion, because we
All
got some New York Ninjaing.
All right, Troy, you have a rating for this?
I'm
You don't have to be biased because you're in this movie either. You can be honest.
Wait a minute, is
Well,
he getting
well,
residuals?
Well, that was a very, very long time ago. But thanks, guys.
He gets a check once in a while.
They paid him not to bring this shit up.
It was my first role, but I still have to give it a 2 out of 5.
It's better
That's
than you doing porn.
Yeah. Well, I never know. There's always other movies that might pop up and stuff. I'm still into this and young. I'm just kidding.
Troy, the college years.
Yeah.
Hey, I was an international man of mystery back then. Shit.
Oh man.
Anyways, yeah.
So really quick, Troy, because I go up to 10s on here. So is that a 4 for a 10 or is that still
4
a
out
2?
of 10. Yeah.
I
Or a
think
3.
a 4 out of 10 or a 2 out of 5 is like the same damn thing. I think.
Okay,
almost,
just making sure.
when it comes to this movie. I mean,
Okay.
just thank God for the costumes, the costume design, and the powerful acting that held this thing together. And today's a great day because I will say that Monkey Man way better than this shit.
Oh shit!
I got
Whoa.
Way better.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Dan,
Hey man.
friend.
Listen.
it is on
Okay.
you.
That was my olive branch to you, Mick. That was
Now,
my
to
olive
me,
branch.
I would say that too, but I put New York Ninja at a 4 and Monkey Man at like a 6, maybe a 7.
What?
6.5. I like that
Jesus.
movie.
Okay, so I rate New York Ninja at probably 4.5 out of 10,
Okay.
and it should be a 3. But the fight scene between the ninja and Daniel Radcliffe.
You talking about the drunken when he broke out the drunken style of
Oh man, I can't wait.
That automatically is like a 1.5 star, right?
Oh
like
my
that
God.
that fight it came out of nowhere and they just went with it. And I got to appreciate that because it's like, nah, they're gonna fight now, okay, and they just do it. And like,
Oh my God.
the fun factor raises it. It was fun to watch. Like, it was dumb as hell, but it was fun to watch. Like,
it's definitely it's a great movie to watch with the right type of guys or whatever. So I mean, this definitely fills the prerequisite of hanging out with the guys, drinking, watching a movie for sure.
5.5 stars, 3.5 if I'm sober.
But how do you sit through like on a date night? You try and explain.
Oh, never! Oh my God, my wife would kill me.
The romantic portion of the film.
Anybody who's been married knows this is the kind of movie that if you put on, your wife would be asleep in 15 seconds.
But this is the type of movie though where you just let your wife know, like, listen, I'm going to hang out with the guys, and by that you mean I'm going to have a watch party in the attic for me. You know, what do you guys?
My wife came down and goes, "You have fun with the boys."
Yeah, you could just like there's movies I could just, hey, what are you watching? New York Ninja. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. You're on your own. Are you sure?
Yeah,
that's what my wife sounds like. Yeah,
you would think if your wife or significant other wanted to watch some shit like this, you might want to start making some life choices for yourself. Really, quite honestly, I would break up with a woman who was watching this shit.
For me,
right in the middle of it.
If I'm not married, for me, I'm like, oh shit, you'll watch this with me? Oh, you'll go through anything. I'm definitely putting a ring on it. Oh, we're already married.
I don't know. I
like to think that
I'd be scared.
Maybe I have a certain demographic, but I think women can enjoy the show, and my beautiful blue eyes.
I don't know, but the movie though, Mick, I don't know if anybody. My wife would have walked away from this film within 2.5 minutes. Like, I would have never subjected her to it.
The sex scene alone, there's no value in it. It's not going to help you. It only can hurt you. It's not going to make things romantic.
That one, I'd be like, nah, you can go to bed. Like,
listen, it's not like I chose this movie and said, hey, you know what? This is going to be my cinematic masterpiece of the week. No, I threw it at Sturdy and said, "Here's Sturdy Vision's best choice. Let's do it."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it is a great choice for that.
Yeah,
I didn't put this on the wheel. I threw this one out there because Mick was requesting it. But
I didn't I thought it was on the wheel.
I'll tell you what. If whoever did enjoy this will really, really love Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves.
I think there's a market for it, man, because there was, believe it or not, when this came out with a trailer, there was like a little bit of a buzz for this thing. Sturdy, whatever.
It's here, I believe it.
Sturdy, we got to pick a holiday, and that's got to be our other Thanksgiving with Helen Keller and the Night Wolves. Every year we get together and rewatch it live.
What holiday doesn't really have a good holiday film? It's like fun to bring back every year.
Thanksgiving 2 is coming out this Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I gotta see that.
I still gotta see the first one. I heard it was fun.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
It was really
Joe.
fun.
Joe, what was your take on New York Ninja?
I think I gave House Shark a -1 back in the day. So that was a few weeks ago. So this had a little better production value. Obviously had some kind of budget one of the movies that they were making had
At
some
some
kind of
point,
budget at
yeah.
some point.
One of the three.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1
Okay.
Out of 10?
out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, these things aren't my
high.
gig, man. I'm just giving it like a ordinary
hard.
guy.
I
He
get
doesn't
it.
like watch. See, Joe, I respect it because Joe's not. What I'm getting from it, and you correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't really enjoy watching bad movies like the rest of us do, like I do. See, that's fair.
Okay, if I'm sober, especially not. If I get a little buzzed, then yeah, all right, I'm feeling it.
Sober, this is a 3.5. But I think when you got it, you've had a couple whiskeys in you, like a good 5.5.
You see, I
right?
screwed up to begin with by giving House Shark a -1, so I have to base it on going back to that, and
Wait.
then
Sturdy, has Joe seen the movie? The worst movie of all time?
Blood Lake. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah,
No.
Joe, man. Joe and Troy, if you guys, that's actually kind of initiation.
I think that's
Really?
kind of
I would love to
initiation.
see you do a review of Blood Lake on one of your
Yeah.
short reviews, Troy, of Blood
Really?
Lake
You
from
too, Joe.
1987. Yeah, and
I
give
could
your
do that.
honest
We've
opinion on it.
all, not only have we all suffered through it, we suffered through doing a script read of it.
For charity.
Script read.
And
No,
the
that
only-
was just
The
that
only
was a
thing
waste
I
of
ask
time.
is you please just shout me out just because of this terrible, terrible request, because it is a terrible request.
So is it like
Also,
the
I
script 3
tried to buy
pages?
the rights to it.
Yeah,
I
I did.
Oh,
I offered the producer $10,000, and they turned me down.
bastards!
That's
Like-
that's sad.
What?
Did you offer them
Okay.
10,001?
Oh God! I thought when I jetted that email, so Sturdy kind of like challenged me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And the next day, I skittered this email off. I thought I was like overshooting the mark type of thing. I was like, no fucking way, but all right, whatever. Sure. They were like,
And
nope, never. I was like, are you kidding me? That's and when you guys don't know yet because you haven't seen it or acted it as the three of us had to do. Like,
It's
Oh,
that damn
man.
bad.
oh,
Yeah.
and Troy,
Listen. I'll tell you this. Go back. I don't know what episode it is, but I reviewed this movie twice.
No, just
Just
go
I
watch the
reviewed this
movie.
movie
Initiation.
twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll watch
No,
it.
watch
I'll
the movie
watch it and do a
first.
review. Yeah, I'll
Watch the
it and
movie
do a
first so
review.
you can review it. But then later on, go back and watch it. I reviewed this movie twice on here. One time, the first time was for the first time because the first time I watched it. The second time was to punish another friend because the only way he would watch it is if we reviewed it. And then I also accidentally had Mick watch it a couple times, twice.
accidentally a couple of
times.
times, twice.
No,
I've
only
seen
2
it
times. For me, for me,
5
it was 2
times?
times. It was for the It was for what was your thing?
we did it for
He's
charity, Sturdy. Like,
I thought that was the finger.
No, that script read wasn't my idea. That was Mick's.
that was Mick. That was your fault.
Yeah, I just agreed to it, but that wasn't my idea.
That was the practice run for the Friday the 13th
Yeah.
read-through.
That's
Because
one
we
of
were
the reasons.
practicing all the games.
What was so funny about that script read is how mad Shake got that episode. Oh my god, it was so fun because just the writing was so bad. Him being a teacher.
Oh my god,
It's so bad.
Is this a zero budget flick or?
No,
Yeah,
Joe. Like, it looked like it
Yeah.
had like a budget behind it.
dude. Who? What?
Here's
that
the thing.
Firebird was their uncle's. So was the boat. So was the cabin.
Is that what the budget you're talking about, Dan?
But like, here's the
So
thing.
was
It's
the
like
camera. They'd have to put
when you
gas.
watch
What
it,
budget are you talking about?
$2.
it's equivalent to some of the scenes in New York Cop.
No.
I need to go to bed. I have to go to bed.
No, you
fucking-
can't say that,
You
Dan.
can't.
It's way
What the
worse.
fuck are you talking about, dude?
Somebody threw money at that movie. Somebody threw some amount of money at that movie. At least 60 grand. At least 60 grand at that movie.
And where is this available? Does anybody know?
Probably
I grabbed
everywhere.
it on Amazon.
And it's called Blood Lake.
Blood Lake.
It's
Yeah,
from the 80s. You got to make sure you get the right one.
Yeah, the
In
right
the
one.
80s,
You gotta
okay.
get the right
No,
one.
I'm really
1987.
I'm looking forward to doing a
87.
review on it. Actually,
Yeah.
You know you're not. Trust me.
Well,
No,
I
I
kind of
cannot
want.
wait for you to do this. Like this right here, like initiates you really to be like a brother of ours is watching this shitty movie.
Well, see, I'm looking for that movie where I can.
Oh, I don't even want to see the cover.
Well,
This
God
right
damn,
here.
I gotta put-
That's $60,000. You fucking maniac.
I don't think so. I want to own the rights to that movie. I want to own the
I
rights to that
tried,
art.
Sturdy. I tried.
I know.
tried.
I know.
God.
I'm gonna keep letting them know because they're not even talking about the movie. I probably got more people to watch that bullshit than you did.
Oh.
So you probably offered them a quarter of their budget. And they said no. But isn't it
who
funny how
knows?
these flicks pick up freaking traction and start making money from their advertising revenue?
I mean, I had a whole plan. I was gonna have Mick do like a reboot, and like I had a whole thing.
I
And
have an
they
idea
said no.
too.
And
have a
I was
whole
like,
idea.
fine, fuck you then. Like, I didn't want to be a producer anyway.
No, I said I have an whole idea for you. Said Mick.
That's executive producer status.
Bring it all in, man. There you go.
Bring it all in,
Let's
man.
do this shit. Let's fucking.
I am. So, what was your rating, Joe? You said a 1?
1, yes.
All right, Sturdy.
Sturdy. Why do you have -10?
I don't actually. I'm giving this movie a 3, and I'll say because the fight scenes were just fucking funny.
No, what
Okay.
I'm saying is, why on your scale do you have -10?
Because
Blood Lake.
Blood
Blood
Lake.
Lake is
Yeah.
the reason why.
I just wanted to finish that off.
Oh, so that was a -10?
Yeah.
Yes. That made me change
That's
my
why
rating.
his scale goes to
Like
negative.
officially change it.
Is that the only -10?
They get
So
they
far,
get
yeah.
mad when they talk about it for too long.
I've
Yeah.
never heard Sturdy give anything below a 0 other than Blood Lake. Well, I've been on.
Well, I've given more. I've given out more, but you know what it is about Blood Lake that I respect, besides the fact that they made it, is that and I respect about a terrible movie like that is that it's memorable. It's memorably bad. So I remember it. I don't forget it. So therefore
Oh my god, it has.
I give it that
has the
respect.
greatest
Even though it was
fucking
garbage as it was,
night-
even though I hate the
night
movie.
boat scene of all time.
So it has
Maybe,
0 rewatch value. Does it have
0.
rewatch
0.
value as like a
I've
drinking
watched
game?
it 5 times.
Good drinking game or something?
No, Joe.
Sturdy's a
I didn't-
bullshit
no.
artist.
He's
Sturdy
insane.
says he hates it and it's -10, but he's seen it twice.
When we
Tell
did
me
the script
anyone
read,
who's seen
Joe,
it twice. It says -10.
I finished it and I texted Mick and Sturdy and I was like, "Fuck you guys." Like,
I've done that so many times.
I had never seen it. I had never heard of
many
it, and it's their fault that I now have seen the second worst movie of all time. So,
So wait a minute, what was the first worst movie?
oh, I Spit on Your Grave. I Spit on Your Grave is still the worst movie of all
Oh, it's
time.
not
Ever.
Troll 2?
I think
No, I'd rather watch Troll 2 than they Spit on Your Grave.
Have you ever
2.
seen Hobgoblins? I mean,
I don't think I've seen.
No, I Spit
Oh,
on
that's
Your
the
Grave.
other one with the puppets. That's just like the Ghoulies, isn't it?
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
the fucking. Oh my god!
I Spit on
dude.
Your Grave 2. I Spit on Your Grave 2 has no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and like that film has nothing to redeem itself. That's at least at Troll 2. I can appreciate the guy who has his hand up the troll's ass. At least, I Spit on Your Grave 2 is the other movie that is weirdly well respected that I hate. Have you guys ever seen a movie called Breaking the Waves?
No.
Never even heard
I
of
feel
it.
like I have.
It's by Lars Van something. Like Mick, he's kind of like an auteur guy.
Yeah, Troyer.
Yeah, like he did Nymphomaniac. He's the same director who did
Yeah,
that.
look it up.
He did Breaking the Waves in the 80s and it or 90s. Maybe it was 90s.
I think it was 90s.
It's a really well respected movie. So a paraplegic is married to a woman, and he
Yep,
basically
I've seen it.
Yeah, he forces this woman to like have sex for him because he can't, and
Yeah,
it's the worst.
1996.
It's the fucking worst. I tried.
So she finally
so hard.
gets off, and that's Breaking the Wave?
I don't know, man. I don't
Jesus.
like. I shut it off. There are only a handful of films in my life that I've shut off. I shut it off after 45 minutes, and I was like,
That's Lars Van Trier, man. He's
I watched both Nymphomaniacs. Now I watched it on 1.5 times speed, but I watched both. Like
1.5. Okay.
I hate that director. I know he's well respected. I hate him. I'd still rather watch those films than Blood Lake.
Oh God, that was bad.
Oof.
I'm glad that this weird ass movie wasn't on that level.
I mean,
I had fun though, Sturdy. I had fun watching it. Like it was
Yeah,
fun.
This is a fun watch party movie, even though they're dressed up as well.
Pretty sure that's what I look like in 1986 for Halloween. So
yeah, but you gotta love the ninja costume, the attention, the level of detail in that. Look at that! I mean, look at it, guys. Look at it, guys. Look.
I just want to drive that Datsun right now. That's what I want.
That's the best part of this scene right here.
Wow, this could have been Breaking 3.
Yeah, but this whole scene.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking about I cannot wait for LA Ninja.
No, it doesn't exist.
Right?
Oh man,
He's got to take that kid out of town because he clearly kidnapped them and raised them for several weeks on his own.
Yeah.
My favorite part about this scene is that he just walked into the middle of the circle and then got into a fighting pose.
Yep.
He was already on the outside of it.
He was already on the outside of it. Just walked in the middle.
And then he was like, I have a better vantage point in the middle.
Again, he is the New York Ninja. That's all I'm going to say. He's the New York Ninja for a reason. He does what he does, and he does what he does.
That's it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, okay, so I realize it's a bad film, but part of the reason I gave it a 5.5 is because of shit like this. Like, that is fun. It's fun to watch this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, so the fun factor raises stuff. And I said sober 3.5, but like, I don't know, man. To me, if you're going to do a movie like this, you lean all the way into it, and this movie leans all the way into it. The kid dies and then doesn't, and then he dies and then doesn't. Like, they have the whole back handle shit because that's from an entirely different third movie. Whatever.
That's because God wanted him to be a dad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like. Sometimes this is just what you want to watch. You just like appreciate.
That's like growing up. I'd want to watch Lorenzo Lamas movies and fucking Don the Dragon Wilson.
Yeah,
and, and Cynthia Rothrock and.
And there's a lot of movies. I mean, this is. What we watch is still the same shit that we watched on those Saturday nights in the 80s. It's like what we saw is a version of what we are accustomed to seeing when we were growing up.
Yep.
You know, a movie that makes absolutely zero sense. There's some type of revenge, some shit happened, and there's a character that we're all forced to stand behind that just like he's more than a fish out of water. He's just a guy that does not belong in this situation at all. He doesn't look like he's in this situation.
No,
I mean, he's just there. I mean, he's breaking every rule.
He proves it right away when a lot of people are getting bullied. He just the little boy's getting bullied by the grown ass man. He's just standing there in the stairway watching the whole thing, damn near crying. I'm like, are you gonna do something?
Right? You're watching this kid get picked on. They're wanting his money. There's three grown ass men.
I'm like, I've seen movies like this where I know who the chosen one is. I know it's you. Bruce Leroy would not play this.
No, Bruce Leroy would have whooped some ass in this.
Dragonfly Jones would have got his ass whooped, but he's not gonna let that little kid get bullied. He's gonna go in there.
Dragonfly Jones.
But they didn't touch the kid, and they didn't get any money at the time.
This dude stood there and started crying and ran downstairs. What the hell is this?
Oh, hell.
He wasn't believable.
So we got to spin the wheel for next week, right, Sturd?
Not yet. I already have a movie picked out for next week, and I already have that queued up. I'll pull that up later. Yes, sir.
He's on the ball.
Dan's like, hurry the fuck up, sir.
No. I'm drunk.
I have to
He knows around this halfway point, this 30-minute point is when I usually pull it up.
Yeah, that's it. Like about 30 minutes in, usually the wheel comes up. So
it kind of reminds me of like a Lloyd Kaufman movie.
That's all, and I'm okay with that. Like.
It's something you'd see like with Wanda Shear or fucking, who was it, Joe Bob, or even when Gilbert Godfrey was hosting Up All Night.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's the same stuff. You know, it's not. I mean, just think there was there's a market for that shit back then. There's people like making these like I don't even know what you even call these movies. I mean, it's not a B movie. It's way worse than a B movie.
Oh, it's way worse than a B movie.
These are like straight to video back then.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a market for
that be in the alphabet. Z,
what?
V.
Mick, what is that?
STV, straight to video.
What's that VHS filmed movie that Joe Bob showed that was so bad?
Sledgehammer.
So it's better than Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. I remember the TV show Sledgehammer.
No.
Oh, no, it's very different.
It's
very different.
Yeah, Sledgehammer was one of those TV shows. We didn't get a proper ending to Sledgehammer. I'm still pissed off at that.
I agree.
Oh.
So Sledgehammer's a movie that a husband and a wife were watching some horror movie one night, and the husband said, we could do that. So they bought a video camera and shot a horror movie. And it's exactly what it sounds like. But
is that what happened, Dan? Or did a young boy dream of becoming a filmmaker and convince his parents to let him film a movie?
And they bought him the camera and the sledgehammer.
And then years later, that guy podcasts.
And the sledgehammer.
Oh, fucking goggles.
Okay,
look
at that sword right now. How did that sword collapse in on itself? That's my question.
It was the rubber.
I don't understand physics.
You really don't.
They fucking,
see, when steel is around corduroy and wax, it's more
folds on itself.
It bends, but it can bend back.
Yeah, but terrifying villain, right, guys? They covered it all with this guy.
Okay, you guys don't feel really well.
He can melt his face and put it back together with just some candles.
No, wait a minute. Do we remember who voiced him? I don't remember who voiced him.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Nipsey Russell.
Some guy.
So you guys got to help me with this because there was a movie I watched as a kid, and this movie I don't know, kind of reminded me of it, but there was a movie that I watched as a kid from the 80s.
Weird Science.
Where a guy,
two girls, one car,
skipped a Lamborghini style car,
license to drive,
over a lake, like a rock.
Wait, what?
Yep. And
wait, what? He did what?
Like it was a Lamborghini style car, and it was a ninja movie like this. Okay.
I mean, Risky Business had a Porsche that went into the water.
No. This skipped across the top like you were throwing a stone.
I was gonna say Ferris Bueller had a Ferrari that went out the cabin.
This is so it's something deep.
The Incredible Hulk, because
it's a ninja movie.
Skipping a fucking...
And it might be. I vaguely remember that Jean-Claude Van Damme was the bad guy.
No
Retreat, No Surrender was his first flick.
Yeah.
Did they skip a fucking supercar over a lake?
No, he barely had a role in that friggin' movie. He was basically the bad guy at the end.
Just that, but like even the movie itself basically took place in a house with like a guy that looked like Bruce Lee.
God damn it! Nobody's been able to help me find this. Like I could be wrong about the Van.
I think you're 1,000% wrong, and it never happened. And
that happened, Mick. God damn it! There was a car that skipped over a lake like a rock.
How many?
Your Mandela effect.
He said he was a ninja.
So it was a ninja film.
Was he a New York ninja?
He was not a New York ninja.
Was he an LA ninja?
Yeah, okay, it was an LA ninja.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon from the 80s.
What color was the Lamborghini?
Black. It looked like a Lamborghini Countach. You remember the 88 Lamborghini Countach?
Are you sure it wasn't like an episode of Transformers?
No.
If they had a budget to have a Lamborghini.
Well, but it wasn't an actual. I don't think it was an actual Lamborghini. Like
it was a kit car or something.
Yeah,
some sort of
like
supercar.
Yeah.
This is the opening race sequence of Cannonball Run.
I gotta find this movie. I gotta find this movie.
All right, so I did chat GPT and I said, please let me know what ninja movie where a supercar gets skipped over a lake. That's all I asked it.
Yep.
The movie you're referring to is Ninja 3: The Domination from 1984.
Ninja
I don't
3.
know if that's true or not.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Ninja 3. That's familiar.
Ninja 3.
Is Ninja 3 when the chick gets possessed?
And there's a scene where a supercar skips over a lake.
Yeah. I gotta look it up now. Ninja 3. I gotta look this up now because
Ninja 3.
I saw it.
I
I saw
thought
it
it
in
was American
1991 when I
animated.
was
No,
8 during the
It's-
summer with a friend of mine in his living room. We got done playing his Sega. So he had a Sega Master System, not even a Genesis or a Super Nintendo or an NES. He had a Master System, and we were playing games on a Sega Master System. We shut it off and we watched this fucking movie, and I haven't been able to find it since. So now I need to look this up. Ninja 3. I need to watch this fucking movie.
Okay, Ninja. Oh no, I'm thinking American Ninja, not Ninja. The American Ninja movies.
Sorry, I just fell asleep and then woke up right in the middle of this.
Oh my god!
It startled the fuck out of me. Joe started talking. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Shit, sorry. Damn it, I have that effect on people.
No,
You didn't scare me. I was just like, oh, I feel like I should be paying attention, and I'm not. And I fell asleep.
Wait, how often?
And look, Sturdy's not emoting, so who knows if he's pissed or not.
Sturdy, put us all back up so we don't have to look at Limp Sword.
I love this, man. Look at his look.
We got this guy right here. We got
Limp Sword.
Wax face.
Yes.
Wax stick.
It fucks me up that Wax face is different than the other guy we just saw.
But he's supposed to be the same guy.
After his face
Same
melts.
glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference, Nick. It's just his face isn't all
Yeah,
together.
but did you guys see how big the titties were when he had that woman?
I
Oh,
did.
you talking about the
Huh?
Oh,
What happened?
sorry, blanked.
Troy. There he
There
is.
he is. What happened, buddy?
Hello?
No,
There you are.
hello, sir.
That chick had some big ass titties.
See a big ass hand.
Before we get into the titties, can we talk about this?
Roller skate ninja?
Am I the only one that wants to be that when I grow up?
See, that's when he should be singing "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go"
Oh hell yeah!
on the
That's
skates.
fine. Vanilla Ice should have been there singing it, but it'd be cool to be like just if that's the only time you could do martial arts is on roller skates. That'd be amazing. It'd be worth it.
Only roller skate ninja. There's a movie, Roller Skate Ninja.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'd watch it.
And then part 2, Rollerblade Ninja.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
Roller babies. Solar babies.
Uh-oh.
and you got the
Whoa.
ice version.
We
Oh,
lose
Ice
Troy?
skating
we lost
ninjas.
Troy.
Ice skating ninja.
Oh,
Ice
man.
skating
Should
ninja.
put this back right here.
Keep going and going and going.
See if this is comfortable for a sec.
Oh, Mick's gonna pass out on us.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
He's back.
Damn, he's just got that voice, man.
Yeah, he comes in hard, man.
No, I think I just got wet.
Jesus.
Sparkles.
I need to figure out this voice thing because I'm
Troy, you need to go into voice acting, dude. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Dude, we know plenty of
Actually,
voiceover actors, bro.
I'm revving up the wrong people.
Actually, I get invited from Voice 1, 2, 3 like almost every day to do stuff. I just have not tried ever.
Do
So
it.
I'm going to because I really want to do this Blood Lake thing. Though, I want to do like the narrative thing that I'm doing right now, where I'm trying to sound real friendly, but I have not done it. Talking about how horrible a movie is yet, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, Blood Lake.
You will not be thrilled about
that piece of shit.
That's
Well,
not going to make you happy.
Well, see, I just want to try the angle
Blood
of just the
Lake.
voice and just try and just be that guy talking about how horrible this shit is, So it might be interesting. You never
That's
know.
a good angle. I like it a lot. Blood Lake is just going to infuriate you.
I'll tell you what. Once you do that one, there's nothing worse. You'll be okay after
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
There's
my
no
God.
coming back from it, dude. It has a bottom.
It's
a
even
bottom.
worse when you read the script too. Like,
Oh,
you're like, it's not even a fucking script. It's not even a fucking.
I spent the last third
Oh.
of it just like basically like, and I was like, can we end the script read? And I was like donating. I was like, I kept donating more money to end it fucking faster because Mick was like, Mick said, the next person who donates, we're gonna skip this part, and I was like, $25. Get on, and I remember Tim texted me, and he was like, "We're in the script read." And I was like, "Yeah, we are."
So wait a minute. Do you guys recall what the actual definition of insane is?
Watching a lot of crazy shit over and over and over.
Yeah, well, doing
Like,
the same stuff over the same result.
One or two of you guys have seen this movie more than once?
Yeah.
No, it's my first time seeing it.
I won't watch it ever again. One time.
I'm one and done with this one.
Mick was 5 times, he said.
I'm looking forward
Blood
to
Lake,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna go so Hillshire Farm on this goddamn review for this movie. It's gonna be fucking insane.
I can't freaking.
I am looking forward to that, Troy. I want to see that shit.
I almost feel like you need to eat a piece of cheese or something while you're doing that.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have to be Hillshire Farm. Just do a voice. People will get it.
Ironically, my professionalism, which is not very prevalent at this moment, is what made me watch it 5 times.
Professionalism.
Yeah.
Not insanity.
He tried to blame me for that, but it was his
I
professionalism.
did fucking blame you. You brought it to the fucking table for real combat.
So what made you bring it to the table to begin with?
For that opportunity, you actually no. I brought it to the table for real combat. You chose that movie to be the winner.
You were a good salesman. You were the debater. You won.
I was being honest. I told you how bad that movie was. You guys gotta
Who
check
did,
that
he,
episode
did
out.
he
It
beat
was amazing.
Jason? Who did he beat?
I think Chris Ridings, which came with Phantasm.
Oh, that beat Phantom Mick. Come on.
I didn't know. He said it was a terrible movie. I fucking got intrigued. He had a really good reverse psychology trick. And
I said it was the worst movie I've ever seen. And what was funny, right? Because I had a funny movie in mind, but I was like, you know what?
Fucking different. You were like, it's like the worst movie I've
So
ever
you're saying
seen.
Phantasm is bad? Is that what you're saying?
No,
that threw me off. I was like, what
back in the day.
So like I've seen Phantasm. I like Phantasm.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Blood Lake when he had pitched it, and I was like,
shit. I mean,
he was like, it's the worst movie I've ever seen. Oh yeah.
How many?
Meanwhile, I lost with El Santo de Satan.
And he also talked about it like, oh, it's almost like a badge of honor to have to see this movie. And I was like, all right, well then I'm gonna pick this. I want to see this movie.
How many Phantasms are there?
5 or 6 now?
Because back in the day they used to play like Halloween. Halloween was like on regular TV all the damn time. But Phantasm back then was probably on just as much as Halloween was on Saturday nights and stuff. Phantasm was there quite often.
The first 2, and then the third one came out in the 80s, I think. And that made a theatrical release.
Yeah, it took up a lot of Saturday evenings for sure. Took up a lot of Saturday evenings.
Oh man, I like Phantasm 2 the best.
I want to find
the second one.
Yeah, I enjoy it
because of the brain drilling. The second one has the brain drilling. They're only 5.
Then it is 5.
It's definitely. I want to do a rewatch on those for sure.
Didn't one come out in the past couple of years?
Last one so this says Phantasm Ravager was 2016.
No, there was one more recent than that.
No, it was because the V in Ravager was the final one. And it was, and Reggie Bannister was the star of that one, just solely.
I could have sworn one came out in the past couple of years.
No, Ravager's the last one.
What the fuck am I thinking? It must have been some other.
Maybe one's coming out.
Maybe I'm thinking of Puppet Master or something.
Puppet Master has a new one.
Oh, Puppet Master, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
And those are easy to kind of get mixed up.
Sturdy, what's the movie for next week? Because I want to know if I'm going to tune in.
Let me get to that. Hang on 1 second, my friend. I'm looking at something else.
Yeah, I like the wheel, but if you got one picked, man.
Boop. This one right here.
Kurt Angle's in it? Oh, I'm in.
Fucking Angle, Kevin Nash.
Shit, Kevin Nash.
Psycho
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm definitely down.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down for the watch party and the review next
Friday.
Watch party. Hell yeah.
At 10 again?
It'll be the same, yes. I just got to make sure I find the movie and everything. I'll let you guys know by like Tuesday at the latest. Probably sooner than that.
Sturdy. We should have a sturdy part. Shut up.
Make it so high.
I need to get on that level. One moment, please.
I'm a podcaster.
Wait a minute. I'm a video caster.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse for me. Oh, God. I usually look better than this.
What were you saying, Mick?
I'm trying to look like a ghost. Yeah, I don't
my
know.
God.
Shut up. Whatever.
So all we need is a couple of white guys with white sheets on them. No thanks.
Oh gosh.
Shit. I'm in. I think I'm in for next week's 30 if that's the case, man.
I'm definitely down.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that. You said I'm in for
Yeah,
next week.
I was
I'm
right there
what,
with you, Sturdy. I thought you were like, yeah, I'm in for the white sheet. That's no problem. Like,
let's say, we got him.
nobody
got me.
No, I'm definitely
This
down
the
to see a
episode
wrestler
right here.
movie.
Oh my God!
And
Look
yes,
how
I'm
Oh my God!
I'm dropping that link in case you guys are interested.
Look at that.
That episode.
That is the episode.
Real combat.
There, that
Mick, that was so long ago.
So long ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I got Mick to watch Blood Lake 2 years ago. I am so proud of myself.
And I think that's a stretch on that too.
You think so?
No, I think it's a little more than 2.
So what is the runtime on Blood Lake?
No, too fucking long.
Too long. I think it's an
Whatever
hour
it
and 45.
2 hours and 47 minutes.
I mean, can it be? Why can't it be like a shitty low budget movie that's only like an hour and 10 minutes?
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You ever watch the Civil War documentary by Ken Burns and like you're like, yeah, this is really well done. This is good. This is interesting. And then you're like, but it goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
And on for like a long time. It just draws on for like a long time. That's Blood fucking Lake.
Oh, it's worse.
You're like, oh, what the fuck?
All right, I'm gonna take a picture of the title screen on my TV with the LEDs in the back, and then I'm gonna start.
I need like a 30-second video.
No, yeah, we need to know we need a document. In fact, I think that should be a Sturdovision. Fuck.
Easy for
this
you to
show
say, young
right
man.
here. This one right here in that corner up there, you can see it. That show, this one right here. I think you should make all the newbies watch it, and they have to review it for us.
Do so, a little short.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point something out right here. Mick has me on on his show when I'm extremely inebriated all the time, and I say things like lycanthropy and the development of nations and
shut the fuck up.
And
well, you know what? I love that idea. So Troy and Joe, please,
you bastard,
watch and review it. You can do your short review.
I'm from Jersey, right?
I will absolutely do a review for this movie, and I'm just looking forward to reviewing some god awful trash. So,
and I am absolutely willing to watch his review.
And I'm gonna make it the most pleasant, shitty, insulting, but just real nice. It's gonna be like Morgan Freeman telling you that your family just died. That's what this video is gonna be like. And Morgan Freeman was the one that killed him. And that's what the video is going to be like.
All right, here's my request. Here's a better request than earlier.
I think we need to get Tim in on this to watch it for the first time.
Can you give me like a not a review, but like a like a fuck you Sturdy like that in a nice way?
Fuck you
for making me watch this bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
I can.
A fuck you shout out.
Go, fuck you,
Sturdy.
No, not like
fuck
that.
you, Sturdivision.
Eat a giant bag of fucking
dicks.
Dog shit.
Girthy dicks.
for your
That's not nice at all.
For your fucking bullshit of watching this movie and then watching it again for another stupid fucking reason.
You picked it though for the script read.
He did.
But the second time was for something else with fucking Sturdy.
One was for real combat and one was for what was that other one you had? It was for really bad movies.
Oh, fucking Popcorn and Pint. That's what this is the movie that made Casey quit that show.
Not Popcorn and Pints.
Not Popcorn and Pints. Plot Roast.
Plot Roast.
So some cat quit the show because you made them watch it?
Which I still can't wait to watch the Stupids. I gotta.
Casey did it. Casey hated it real fucking bad.
So he hated the Stupids, right? So he hated the Stupids, and then fucking dickhead over here fucking goes into the fucking Patreon and signs up, and he goes, "All right, I want you to watch Blood Lake for fucking." And I was like, "I'll honor it because that's what you want." And Casey's just like, "I don't want to do this anymore." And I was like, I kind of don't blame him. In fact, I had to say to everybody, I was like, hey guys, can you please just give us a little bit of a break on the really terrible movies?
That's a badge of honor for me, though. You guys know how good that feels? Think about that.
Oh.
I don't even remember.
Here's why I say that. Because it's tough to get like the worst movie. But once you get it there and it's locked in like a Blood Lake, nobody really wants to challenge that like they do the best movie. Nobody wants to challenge the worst movie.
Well, that's it, Sturdy. That's it. My whole point with our Miyagi line is like, I think that like people lose sight.
Oh God.
I've made this point before in the show. People lose sight about what's really good, what's really bad, and what's mediocre. People really do. They lose sight of like they'll say shit like that's the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm like, really? Right. That is the worst movie you've ever seen?
Man, I barely know you, and you're already talking shit about me.
No, but what you're saying
from their point of view, it's the worst movie they've ever. Like, I see what you're saying, but we've seen a lot more than those type of people. It's the worst movie they've ever seen.
What's the comparison? What are you comparing it to that it's the worst? Because I've seen Blood Lake.
Well, but it makes Blood Lake. But the argument makes complete.
Pool Shark. Pool Shark.
Have you ever seen Shark Attack? Arkansas State Women's fucking Facility Prison or whatever? What was it?
Say that again.
That sounds like some MSNBC.
It's a series. It's called Arkansas Women's Prison.
No, it's a real movie.
Oh, Nick, that was on the top of my list, man. That was
right here.
No,
I reviewed it.
I will say doing these type of shows with you guys, it makes me question the whole ranking system because I will give a movie easily give a movie a 3. Well, no, it's just like I can give a movie a 3. Like, I mean, there's a movie that came out this weekend that a lot of people love, and I understand why a lot of people love it, and I only ranked it like a 3.5, 3 stars. Now I saw another movie, Twisters. I thought that it ranked higher. I don't know if my ranking is solid because I enjoyed both movies, but the score-wise, it would appear that I liked the other movie better. And I don't think that I really
referring to the comic book movie.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think it's
and
really
so I think our ranking system is like flawed a little bit because.
Thank you.
I ranked Bad Boy for what was it, Ride or Die, wherever the hell that last one was. According to my ranking, that was the best movie I've seen this summer.
That's fair.
And it might be, Troy. That's it.
I don't know if it is. Because I saw Deadpool and I saw Twisters.
Did you watch Beverly Hills Cop also?
Yes.
Where'd you rank that?
That was a 3.5.
So what Mick and I came up with,
but I don't think it was that much better. I think
Late Night with the Devil is one of my tops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you see how our rankings all like off for like a point or two where they're like it's like saying like a point away from another movie that might not be there that we're saying almost is better, but really it isn't. But our numbers are skewed in to show something different.
Troy, I think the important part is to understand what you're comparing it to. And so Mick and I came up with what we call the Miyagi line. So in Major League Baseball, they have the Mendoza line. If you know baseball, it's a 220 average. If a player can hit over the Mendoza line, they're doing better than average, right? So we came up with the Miyagi line. Both Mick and I agree that the original Karate Kid, if you were going to say a movie is a 75 out of 100, a straight C, right? It would be the original Karate Kid.
I could agree with that.
There are a lot of great things about the movie. Yeah. There's some shit that's like, what? It looks like it's in the Rocky universe, maybe.
There's a couple of steps away from being Rocky.
The theme song was originally
Appleton directed it, so
the theme song was made for Rocky.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So, in terms of what you have in the film, it's good, not great. It's okay, not bad. And so I think it's important to understand what you're comparing it to. So I look at the movie you just referenced, the comic book movie, and I say, okay, where do I rank it among the other versions of that? Well, I don't think it's as good as the other two.
Yes.
And so
I put it as 1, 3, and then 2. That was me.
My wife would agree with you, Joe. And
wait,
so
are we dogging on
really
2, man, when he chops the ice down?
That was amazing, wasn't it?
I think it's really important when you're ranking things, and this is what Aristotle says.
Oh, Jesus Christ, with Aristotle. This is
I'm sorry, dude.
About
Aristotelian.
How many times did he say something?
He is the premier critic in terms of fiction.
They knew 4 words back then. This guy says everything.
Yeah, he's a genius.
And we're fucking still listening to him about movies.
Yeah.
About New York Ninja.
Matters. And so when you're thinking about...
Troy's even bailing on you with your Aristotle.
when you think about analysis, you have to think of what you're comparing it to. So right now, when we watch this, Sturdy, when we watched New York Ninja, I compared it to other ninja films exclusively. I didn't try to compare it to The Godfather. I didn't try to compare it to Blood Lake. I didn't try to compare it, I compared it to other ninja films. I wanted to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. And that matters. That matters a ton because it gives it context. And so I think it's really important to remember what is truly average. And it's not bad to be average. It's really not. People are like,
can you hear that, America?
Well, no,
there's nothing wrong with being average. Guess what? Bell Curve says this. Only 15% of what we have in the entire world is actually extraordinary.
All right, listen,
75% of what we have in the world
weeks, you're going to fight hard, real hard, trying to earn those gold medals. But I just want you to know, Dan says, be average. Be the most average you can be.
Wait,
and there's nothing
you
wrong
got to do
with
the
that.
hands. You got to do the hands.
Do the hands. There's nothing wrong with Karate Kid being average. There's nothing wrong in Jurassic Park, a movie that people love. It's like an 81 for me.
Well,
I would push you out of a plane if you said that to me while we were flying in.
Where'd Troy go?
Well, I'm right here.
What'd you say?
He's there.
Your camera's.
Well, I'm looking at myself. It still shows me.
Yeah, no,
we can't see you.
You're a black box.
Okay, well, I'll leave and come back in a second. But my point was, that's the reason why I asked Mick earlier if he thought Twisters was better than what we got this weekend. Because I mean, that's the reason why.
Question, I had a moment to think about it.
Because,
without spoiling, please. I haven't seen
no, without spoiling. But you see what I'm saying, though, right? Because both movies are great. But I've graded, I graded Twister better, even though I'm not even 100% sure that what I saw was better than.
No, call it
today.
Cyclone. Don't relate it to the Twister movie.
I loved it. I loved Deadpool and Wolverine for everything it was. And I'll talk about that over on my show, but I did love it for everything it was and what it gave me as a fan. Twisters is a better movie. It's a better narrative, better, just complete story. As Aristotle would have said, Twisters is really fucking good, dude. It's pretty fucking solid.
I want that as the next quote. I want that as
every single time you quote Aristotle from now on, I'm gonna quote, or anyone, I'm gonna quote them too, and mine is gonna be so much better.
So, Troy, did you think that Twisters should have been a sequel to Twister, or should it been its own entity? I mean, they weren't really related.
It could have been its own entity, but I would have rather had this argument for Roadhouse because I think Roadhouse is just guilty in name of being called Roadhouse. I think if you would have called that movie just a dude back in Miami and sitting there fighting some damn thugs and shit, nobody would have cared, and nobody would have been wrapped up in all this comparisons shit. Because I thought Roadhouse, the remake, was a badass fucking movie.
I really
enjoyed it.
Controversial, okay? There's a movie that I actually truly enjoed that got banned because of its comparison. Okay,
Young Lady Chatterley and Her Many Lovers. What was the name of the movie?
Dude, I think that was my first stroke movie.
Haven't seen you guys. So it's in the Alien universe. It's in the Alien universe.
Oh, Prometheus.
Alien tampon?
So if Prometheus were not marketed nor created to be in the Alien universe, would people be so hard on that film? Because I like that film.
Of course.
But the problems with it are associated with the Alien universe, not with the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it weren't trying to be in the Alien universe, would people have been softer on that film? I like the question, Joe. Like Twisters has received some criticism because
the argument of Prey. Prey's kind of the same, right? When you look in reference to Alien, I enjoyed Prey, and I liked the marketing of how they kind of marketed it as like his own little separate thing. You know, it's kind of like, oh well, shit, man, we got Predator in this. That was a treat, you know. But
okay, but in fairness, Aristotle says when a wheel is rolling at you, get out of the way.
Aristotle didn't say that.
Step 3 feet to the right. And then you'll be fine, Charlize Theron.
Listen, no, Prometheus.
That's a quote. That's a direct quote from Aristotle.
Prometheus is a fun film with a lot of great qualities that was unfairly maligned because of its connection to Alien.
Okay, but now they're going to redeem themselves because did you see the trailer?
Romulus looks badass.
Romulus, well, they brought it back to being a haunted house movie, which matters, right? Like it's a haunted house movie, which is what the origin point is. So, but I don't know. Like, I love this idea of comparisons. I love this idea of like understanding if something is a sequel. So people bring this up with Halloween 3. If Halloween 3 had just been called Season of the Witch, people probably would have loved it. But because it was called Halloween 3, people hated it. If Nightmare on Elm Street 2 had been called anything else, people probably would have felt differently about the film than they did. Like all of these different films where they're like slightly out of tune, I would say, with their origin product, whether it's Twisters, Prometheus, whatever it is. It's like they just get this slightly out of tune part. Like
Highlander and Highlander Part 2.
I don't know what happened with Highlander 2. I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Are you referring to perfection as needing to have something happen to it?
Like Highlander 2, yeah. The greatest movie of all time.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Yes, it's an amazing Star Wars clone.
It's
a He-Man clone.
Shit.
Oh my God. Listen, I don't know what to tell you here. You are deranged. Aristotle said, and I quote,
you need to get a shirt that says that, man. Aristotle says.
Numerous. No, and it all goes to Dan. But Aristotle says, and this is a direct quote.
Oh my God!
That the movie that I was referring to that I've currently forgotten that I was talking about.
You're talking about Highlander 2 being good. FYI.
Highlander 2 is deemed the second greatest movie of all time after Highlander 1.
Oh no! After League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, with Sean
Aristotle said that, Aristotle was on some drugs.
Man, that movie had some League of Extraordinary
He's
Gentlemen.
discredited, Dan. I don't know if we can use Aristotle anymore.
Sturdy, can you please, in post-pro, get the cut of him saying that so that way I never get shit again for saying Batman and Robin is that bad?
Listen, Dan,
Batman and Robin is the worst fucking...
I'm giving you permission. If you want to go through and grab the clip of him saying that, you could do it.
You have...
I'll try to grab it, but I'm lazy. I'm just being
Batman,
honest.
Batman fucking riding alongside AARP carrying Robin.
With bat nipples.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But that's better than Highlander 2.
No, it's not.
I have the back car.
Back pulling off some shit.
It's definitely more fun than Highlander 2.
Get the fuck out of here, you maniac.
At least I get to look at Alicia Silverstone.
What was more fun? The ass
everything about that movie is more fun.
Ass crack, the back crack that you had going in that.
Alicia Silverstone.
Why do you need the back crack?
Alone
what
do
you achieve with back crack?
What do you achieve with back crack?
What do you achieve with the bat nipples? What do you achieve with any of it?
Why is
hard?
That's a, I didn't like.
Why is the adopted child that you brought into your home that looks like he should fucking be living on his own by now with a job and like a family of his own? But 100%. Whatever. I'm not going to argue it because he's fucking 37. But
he's immature.
I will say this.
Nipples.
How about this? Why does he have nipples on his fucking thing?
Wasn't Marlon Wayans up for that role?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was.
He gets paid. He gets paid from that. He gets paid.
The real question. Why
are you defending that fucking piece of shit?
I hate that movie.
Aristotle says Dan is wrong about Batman and Robin.
You already said, listen, you said I can't wait to cut that out. Highlander 2 is the second greatest movie of all time. I'm just gonna every time Mick says Batman versus Superman is that, or Batman and Robin is that bad, I'm just gonna play Highlander 2 is the second greatest movie of all time.
See,
I'm just gonna play it.
To me,
I was kidding.
I don't think it's
Behind
bad.
Highlander.
I do love it though.
I just think it's the worst.
You know, we gotta have
the
some
worst
kind of.
Batman movie. I mean, it's not the worst movie. It's just the worst Batman movie.
I
You gotta
agree.
have some
Okay,
kind of
Troy, I agree with that.
contest,
It
though.
is the worst Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's a terrible fucking movie.
I hate it. Along
We
with,
got to have a
Batman
contest
Forever.
that Mick loses and says, and he has to tattoo Highlander 2 is the greatest or
Oh.
something.
I'm never fucking doing that. That's never happened.
Highlander 2 is the second best movie of all time.
I will fucking. I would.
Just underneath Batman and Robin.
No.
Yes, yes.
No.
It's a great shirt for
Never. Never.
So you guys ask where I get my critic stance from. Okay,
Yep.
you know, I grew up with Siskel and Ebert, but I also grew up with like a stupid cartoon like The Critic that if you
I
guys
love The Critic so
go
much.
back and watch that
Fucking Jay
today,
Sherman, baby.
it still fucking holds up.
Still
yeah.
holds up. 100%.
See, I never even heard of that. It must be before my time.
Oh, it's same creator as
A little younger than
Critic,
you guys.
right?
A couple of years.
Oh, you got to watch The Critic, dude. It
True.
was.
I don't
so-
know. the same guy as-
there's a
Funny.
heyday for The Critic. I mean, there was like it was part of the
Like-
late night animation
like
boom,
Duckman
so to
and
speak. It was a thing.
It was originally on Fox, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so. It had 2
Yeah.
seasons, I believe.
Yeah, it was original on
Came
Fox,
on
I
after
think.
In Living Color, if I remember right, or
Yep.
it came on after Married with Children. That's what it was.
I remember Living Color. I remember Duckman, and I remember Married with Children, of course. but-
There's at
What's
least
the thing
one
you're talking about?
season of The Critic, and it was voiced by John Lovitz.
Yeah.
Yep. It was great.
Maybe if I see it, I'll know.
I remember when Fox was like only on like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights or whatever it first started.
That's right. I remember that too.
Mhm.
Okay.
When it first became a network.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I didn't
And-
watch.
You guys are making me feel so old.
Probably
saying that
rerun.
shit, like,
The Fox down here,
I'm always feeling old.
the Fox down here in West Palm, they literally had like Animal House running uncut at night.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our Fox affiliate had like late night movies that were uncut.
ABC.
Okay.
So I cut a lot of my horror teeth on Saturday nights on ABC locally here in Michigan. They would show Hammer Horror
Really?
uncut at like
Hmm.
11 p.m. And like I cut a lot of my horror teeth on that when I was like 7, 8 years old. I would stay up. I had a little TV in my grandparents' room that would catch it on the rabbit ears.
Mhm.
And
Right.
like I could get that, or I could get Cubs baseball. Those are the two things I could get. And like,
God, I watched. so
That's
much
what you
Cubs
needed. That's
baseball
what you
growing up.
needed, right?
yeah,
Man, where I grew up, I could watch Cubs baseball one day and watch Brewer baseball the next day.
Oh,
Bulls
Jesus.
basketball, Bucks. It was really a cool area to live in, because I had
that whole Lake Michigan area, right, Troy? Like,
Yeah.
like
yeah. So yeah, I grew up in the state line. So I grew up on smack dab Illinois, Wisconsin, or whatever.
okay.
But the programming was just great because where I lived, you would get literally like feel like you're like in two different places. You got all this Milwaukee shit, and you got all this Chicago stuff. So it was really cool as far as like sports and stuff goes and everything. So.
That's it. Like we would tune in to Green Bay broadcasts of Lions games because we couldn't get the Lions games out of Grand Rapids.
Because they were blacked out.
Mhm.
Ludington is the furthest western point of the lower peninsula of Michigan. And so we would get the Milwaukee broadcast with no issue whatsoever. We had to listen to the Green Bay announcers just jizz about Brett Favre constantly
Yeah.
while we were
Overrated.
watching the Lions. and
Throw more interceptions
oh
than any
God,
man
he'd
in the
throw a
face
pick.
here.
They'd be like, "It's good that he throws a pick once in a while. Lets us know he's human." Like,
yeah, I can't stand Brett Favre.
Jesus Christ! Like, the guy threw an interception. Like,
Yeah.
That fucking man served over 300 games.
oh, in 312 straight games he played.
Oh, I respect all that what he did on the field,
some
but he
respect.
pissed me off. when he
I
did
saw,
not.
but I also saw his wiener. It's kind of
Oh
small.
wait, why did you see that? He sent it to you?
He made it public.
Because he was over there texting. You know Brett Favre
Yeah.
can do any damn thing and not get in any trouble whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he throws his regulars on and he does the commercials and everybody.
Yeah, throws his like.
Well,
That's our
Texas Wiener to a masseuse. While his wife was battling cancer.
Yeah, that's Brett Favre though.
That's low, man. That's
true Americana. True Americana, people.
And the cat from the Patriots has a golden penis. It was on Ted too.
Still not the worst thing an ex-football player has ever done.
Well, yeah.
Why? What are you talking about?
Right? Like
OJ? What do you mean? What happened with OJ? Where have I been all this time?
Yeah, I still have the original Juice friggin' football, man.
I will tell you this. Back in when they do the verdict or whatever, I was in college, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, and it wasn't a good time except to have that man be said he was innocent, then have me light-skinned black Troy walking around in college walking around with a bunch of damn white people when they say he's like innocent and shit. They looked at me like I was OJ that whole damn day.
Yeah, but you weren't going around like.
Did you still have the badge at that time?
Huh?
Were you still wearing the badge at that time?
A badge?
Yeah, you got from the movie.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Mix the stoned one, man.
Yeah, Mick's talking about my old movie career that I'm trying to sweep up under the rug. I want to hear about that shit.
Troy, we can't see you, man. We want to see your pretty face.
No, you don't.
All right,
we do. We miss you.
What, my face is
all right,
here.
Sturd, I gotta wrap this up, buddy.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
I'm about to wrap it up anyway, guys. But listen, links are in the description. Come check us out.
Wrestling movie next week
is a weird movie. It's about 3 different movies in the one, and you get New York Ninja. That's how it works. That's what you get. We'll catch you next week on Sturdo Vision. Catch you tomorrow on Popcorn and Pints. A bunch of other shit coming up. I'll see you in your nightmares. You guys have an amazing night. I think I'm going to play some Resident Evil in a little bit. Peace.
Later, Gators.
All right, take it easy, guys.